Shucker Patty here. We're going to taste a few oysters right now. And this is a Barstool oyster. It's the first of the spring oysters coming off of Prince Edward Island. Now, oysters have 4 seasons, as does everything else. In spring, we have just experienced winter for like 900 years. And what happens in Prince Edward Island and the eastern seaboard, ice comes in, covers the bays. All oysters then go into hibernation. When spring arrives, it's called soft water season because winter is hard water season. So when soft water season comes around, we have the oysters getting their first drink of fresh water after a long winter's nap. They've dropping a little bit in salinity and coming up with the sweetness because the sweet water gives it that sparkle. So let's see what happened with this Barstool, as this is the first of the spring oysters delivered to my door, Chez Patty here in Toronto. Shuck the top off, save that shell because you're going to use it later. Look at that beautiful oyster as it is. Lots of clear oyster liquor. You see that drippy drip drip? Try to save as much as you want to in the shell. Also, when you're shucking oysters, you want to keep it actually in the tray. You can use that for other things. We're going to talk about it in another piece. Take that oyster, sever it perfectly off the shell. It'll still stay in that shell. When it's set, you want to loosen it now. Make sure it's all perfect. What you're looking at here is a beautiful ruffle. Can you see the ruffle at the edge right here? It's going to slip out because I loosened it. The ruffling is that perfect little action of the mantle of the oyster saying, hey, what's going on? What we're going to do now is we're going to taste this and see what happened with the first of the spring oysters from Barstool in Rustico, Prince Edward Island. Stupendous shell, very deep, very gorgeous cup. Meat to shell ratio, very huge. Really steely clean. Soft salts, not right in your face, but got a sweetness right behind it. You can taste a little bit of the ocean, a little bit of the shoreline, so you got some seaweedy and oceany vegetal notes, but really beautifully clean and absolutely gorgeous and bright. It really has this sparkly, bright sweetness to it because it's the first of the spring oysters, and we should celebrate that. Only eat oysters in days that end in Y. See you in a bit.